Do you ever feel like your voice just doesn't carry no matter how hard you try? You're not alone, and the truth is, your voice isn't weak. It is just waiting for the right tools to unlock its full power. Strengthening your voice requires practice and effort, just like strengthening your body, but it is absolutely within your reach. In this video, I will share 4 simple step-by-step fixes to help you access your natural strength without straining or pushing. Whether you are singing for an audience or just for yourself, you deserve to feel heard. Going from a very quiet voice to very loud sounds can feel extremely overwhelming and almost impossible. Perhaps you've even tried and it made you question whether your voice is just built differently. But don't worry, it is not. It is likely that there are just some basic vocal technique issues that are standing in your way. And just belting out or trying to yell straight away won't work, because it would mean skipping some very essential steps. These 4 important steps are your stepping stones towards strengthening your voice gently without tension and getting overwhelmed by being too loud. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Sing with Mimi if you would like me to keep creating these videos for you, and give me a thumbs up if you find this video helpful. Share in the comments below if you are about to test these tips with me. This is the most important building block for a strong voice. Oftentimes with very quiet voices, the voice is a little bit breathy too, which makes the sound quite soft. This is a very beautiful characteristic of your voice and sometimes a very sought after sound in singing, but it won't work for stronger sounds. See what I just did there? So the breathy sound is a lot softer, and it's very hard to find strength when your voice is very breathy. In comparison to this, where all I'm changing is taking the breathiness out of my voice, I can still speak quietly without the breathiness, and it still would be a little bit louder or stronger or brighter sound that carries a lot better than a breathy sound. In order to safely sing louder in a comfortable way, we want a clear, non-breathy sound. And we can achieve this by making sure that our vocal folds are closing properly in the vibration when we sing and use the voice. If your voice is naturally very breathy, it may take some time and consistent practice for you to be able to sing with a non-breathy sound, but don't skip this part. Put in the effort and you will find so much more control, strength and stamina with your voice. I have already made a video full of exercises to practice vocal fold closure, so check out that video to practice a non-breathy sound. For louder sounds, we need thicker vocal folds, which is also called chest voice. If you try to increase volume on thin folds, also called the head voice, simply by pushing more air out and just trying to be louder, your voice will break or at least get really tired. It is so important to learn to use thicker folds for strengthening your voice efficiently and comfortably. In order to thicken your vocal folds, you need to engage your vocal folds TA muscle. We can do that through speaking, but if your speaking voice is really quiet, it may take some time for you to access this part of your voice. Let's try it together. We're gonna say no way in a way that something unlucky but a little bit comical is happening. No way! And you might hear that little bit of a complaining sound there. And that complaining sound will also help you to find that proper vocal fold closure. So really try to overdo that. If you feel like it's harder to get a loud sound out, don't worry, just kind of observe what is happening and get used to the idea of producing a little bit louder sound. And at this point, don't worry if the sound isn't pretty. So when we are practicing loud sounds, it's not gonna sound very pretty. So kind of let go of that stress or worry. Think of it as a bit of a strength training for your voice. So let's try and do this "no way" a few times. You can try it on a different pitches. Listen to yourself, so your loud sound is very different from someone else's. Stay where it feels comfortable and fun to practice. Make sure that you are not tensing your body. Perhaps even walking around will help you to let go of any unnecessary tension. And you can do this with me. No way! No way! No way! No way! Stay relatively low, don't go too high either, because it is likely that your vocal folds will get thinner as you go higher because you're not used to using your thick folds. Take a few phrases of a song that you are practicing. It can be any song that you like. And then speak the lyrics out loud with a clear and non-breathy speaking voice. You can speak as slowly as you need to. You don't have to use an extremely strong sound, as long as you can kind of feel that a little bit thicker folds in action. So I'm using Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? You can try adding a little bit more complaining sound if you find it hard to find that speech-like tone and that non-breathy sound. And that would sound like this. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? So it sounds even more weird, but it can really help you to find that vocal fold closure. We are going to try and sing with this speech-like sound, but still following the melody. So almost like you're speaking. And don't worry about, again, how it sounds. Don't worry if it doesn't sound pretty. Now aim more like in a very plain and straightforward sound. You can even start by saying a few words before starting to sing to really find that speech-like tone. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing hallelujah. I often see quiet singers who barely open their mouth or even move their mouth when they are singing. This is extremely common. This is not necessarily wrong, and you don't definitely have to open your mouth wide open every time you sing. But very often when I ask them to articulate very clearly and open their mouth more when they sing, the sound comes out louder. Sometimes this is because there is some slight tension in the facial muscles, like in the lips or in the jaw or even in the tongue. And articulating properly and opening the mouth more will help release this tension in the facial muscles. Sometimes it is more of a mental block that opens up when a shy singer starts opening their mouth more, freeing their own expression, unafraid to be seen and heard. For myself personally, it was a little bit of both, and learning to articulate more with my mouth and opening my mouth a little bit more, especially when singing loud sounds, helped me to get rid of some unnecessary tension. So let's try this. Take a few phrases of the song that you are practicing and speak out loud the lyrics of these few phrases and use a clear, non-breathy sound. Try to maintain those thicker folds, and on top of that, try to articulate very clearly and open your mouth properly when saying these lyrics. And try to overdo it. I know it will feel a little bit silly and weird, but just go for it as an exercise. You can do it first without moving anything and trying to open your mouth as little as possible. And then try to really overdo it so that you can feel the difference. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? So there's a clear difference, and it actually feels better for me, but try to overdo it. And if you're not used to being very expressive, you need to really practice to get comfortable with it. Just explore and see how it feels. Let's do the same thing by singing and articulating very, very clearly, and again overdoing it. But let's do this comparison as well. So first singing without moving anything, your lips, without opening your mouth, and then switching to the full-on expressive articulation. So you can try how it feels for you and what is a comfortable amount of expressiveness for you. In the end, your mouth doesn't necessarily open that much, but you can definitely feel the difference. After and only after you are able to find that clear and non-breathy sound and engage your TA muscle, so finding those thicker vocal folds as you sing, you can try to activate a little bit support from your body and your posture. This means a little bit different things for different singers, so you do what you can and are able to do and what feels comfortable in your own body. We are aiming to engage these big back muscles as well as the sternocleidomastoids on the sides of your neck to stabilize and support your sound production. This will help you to get more out of your voice with less pressure on your vocal folds. Let's just try to activate these supporting muscles without any sound at first, without tensing your abdominal muscles. So first, let's work on the sternocleidomastoids here. Or you can think about someone pulling you up from the back of your head, or you can think about listening something really, really carefully behind you without turning your head. Or you can think about like a swan neck, if that helps you. Slightly activating these muscles. And then relax your abdominal muscles and make sure that you breathe. You can walk around in the space you're in, or if you are sitting down, you can try and find a little bit of swaying movement to avoid any unnecessary tension. And try and relax, and then activate again. Breathe, relax the abdominal muscles. Keep breathing. Nice. And then let's activate the big back muscles here. And let's do a little cactus arms or just opening up the chest. And same thing, make sure that these big back muscles are activating a little bit. And then make sure that you breathe, make sure that you relax the abdominal muscles. And then relax, and let's do it one more time. Activate, breathe, relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the abdominal muscles. Keep activating, keep breathing. Relax the abdominal muscles. Nice. And now we're going to engage the big back muscles. So engage, relax the belly and sing through the phrase. Then do a little relaxation shake and then engage again, relax the belly and sing again. And remember to really relax in between. You can try moving a little bit and making this support and this anchoring a little bit more elastic instead of stiff and tense. Let me know in the comments below if you found these tips helpful for strengthening your voice. Remember that if your voice is naturally really quiet and breathy, it may take some time and consistent practice, so don't give up. Come back to your vocal practice daily and report back your progress and struggles. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel Sing with Mimi if you would like for me to keep creating more of these videos, and give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you back here soon. Bye now. Bye bye bye.